Good morning, my dear students. Today we will take Unit 3, the soil. Lesson 1, soil components. What is meant by soil? Soil, it is a thin, non-compact or loose layer which covers the earth crust, the upper layer of the earth. In this lesson, we are going to study soil components, the importance of soil, soil layers, and living organisms. There are different types of soil that are different in color and texture. The texture of the soil may be smooth, granular, or rocky rough. The soil also contains decayed materials of dead organisms and different insects too, which called humus. The variation in type of soil depends on the type of rocks and the remains of dead organisms and minerals in it. Now we will start the first part of the lesson, soil components. The soil is made of many components such as pieces of rocks, water, air, and humus. What is meant by humus? Humus, it is the decayed remains of animals and plants mixed with the soil components. The humus affects the color of the soil as its color is dark brown or black. Also, the humus adds nutrients to the soil. Now we will have an activity to illustrate the soil components. Bring a jar and fill it up to the middle with soil. Fill it with water and cover it tightly. Shake the jar strongly and leave it for 15 minutes. The observation: soil is composed of different components as shown in the opposite figure. The conclusion: soil is composed of humus, water, sand, clay or mud, silt, and gravel. Now let's talk about the second part of the lesson, the importance of the soil. The plants take minerals and nutrients from the soil to live and grow. Animals eat plants that depend on the soil. Also, the soil it is the shelter for some animals. The humans eat plants and animals that depend on the soil to grow. How the soil is formed? Soil is formed by breaking down of rocks into smaller pieces along the time by the effect of water, winds, and rains. These rock pieces mix with the decayed remains of dead plants and animals to form the soil. Now let's talk about the last part of the lesson, soil layers. The soil it is made up of 3 layers, topsoil layer and the lower soil layers and the rocky layers. The topsoil layer, it contains the roots of the plants, leaves of plants, organisms as earthworms, ants, spiders and insects, humus, and small pieces of rocks. Let's talk about the roots of the plants. The importance of the roots for the plants. The roots, they take the water and nutrients from the soil. Also, they hold the plant in the soil. What about the importance of the roots for the soil? The roots, they provide the soil with nutrients as they are converted into humus after death, and also they hold the soil in its place. Leaves of the plants, they are found in the topsoil layer when they fall. Then they decay, forming humus. Ants and other insects, they found in the topsoil layer. They dig tunnels in the soil to make nests to lay eggs. When these organisms die, they decay, forming humus. Now let's talk about the earthworms and some spiders. The soil is the shelter for earthworms and some spiders. Their importance for plants. Earthworms and some spiders help in the growth of the plant roots because the tunnels that are formed by them allow the air, water, and nutrients to pass easily through the soil. Also, it makes it easier for the roots of the plants to grow. Lower soil layers. They lie under the topsoil layers and they don't have much humus. The rocky layers. Their upper layers contain pieces of rocks, but their lower layers contain solid rocks.